Hi Taurus, welcome to Eight of Cups Tarot and welcome to your cards for September. Taurus, you are coming out as the Judgment card in reverse. This is always indicative to me of what feels like a rejection. Now, I don't see anything in these cards indicating that there's an ending that's occurring. There's absolutely no cards in this entire reading that says that something is coming to an end. However, the repeated message is your need to let go. Let go and release your attachment to the situation. The Judgment card in reverse is when we can sometimes jump to conclusions, assume somebody isn't interested, assume that job offer isn't coming. And underneath the Judgment card is Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibilities. So what feels like a rejection, the universe wants you to stay open to. Underneath the Starfish card is I surrender to a power greater than me. Coming out next to your Judgment card in reverse is a card of Strength, indicating that the situation that you're involved in will require strength. It will require perseverance. It will require you to remain strong. I like the Strength card, and especially this particular Strength card. It's one of my favorites. She's come up a couple times in these readings. She's very soft. She's able to connect to her softer side, and yet there is still strength, there's still determination, there is still the will to do and want what's right for you. The Strength card comes out on top of the card of the Moth Spirit, Surrender Now. And this is where I get into that whole thing where I tell you that you can't cling to an outcome. Because the Moth Spirit tells me there's something that you want very bad. And most likely this is that of a love relationship, friendship, something having to do with being with another person. And Moth Spirit is kind of where we have to question our motives. We have to question how we're going about things. You know, Taurus, you may be really pushing for something to happen. The need for somebody to step up and prove their love, declare their feelings, make an offer. And the more that you need it, it may seem as though it is getting farther and farther away. This is kind of that law of attraction. When you manifest something, it's simply having a thought that resonates within you emotionally. It matches your vibrations. So if there's somebody that you really want, your energy has to be that of, it is already mine. I already have it. I deserve it. And instead, I'm picking up on this energy with my Taurus of, it's not there yet. It's not there yet. I just need them to do this. I just need them to cooperate this way. I need them to pay attention that way. And, you know, it's almost like trying to have control over the situation. And the universe wants you to kind of let it go. Now, let it go and walking away are two completely different scenarios. You can continue on as usual in whatever situation this is. I don't know, I'm feeling a relationship with somebody where there is a little bit of distance between you at this time. I'm not seeing a breakup. Like I said, that Judgment card in reverse. I'm not picking up that somebody has broken up with you or walked away. I'm just sensing this distance. And I think this distance from this other person is triggering you. It's triggering these instincts for you to be like, but I really need it to be this way. I really need this person to act this way. And that's where we have to be really careful, because we cannot insist that other people fill up our own cups. Our happiness, our contentment cannot ever rely on another human being. We have to have this resolve within us. We have to know that everything that we have is within us. And the people that are in our lives, the partners that grace us with so much happiness and joy, they're not the be-all, end-all. There is never one person who holds the key to your happiness. It is you. And this person does not seem to be, in any way, shape, or form, have malicious intent towards you. I don't see any form of betrayal or being on the fence about their commitment to you. In fact, I see someone who is just mildly distracted. And Taurus, this seems to be really affecting you. And I think it's a good time for you to practice this form of detachment, this form of detaching from the outcome of the situation. Because believe it or not, that emotional detachment is exactly what is needed in this situation. Meaning that you may be putting a lot of pressure on this other person who's already feeling pressure in other areas of their life. And if you could put yourself in the shoes of this other person, it's indicative that whatever is pressuring them so hard will simply repel their energy. If things are too intense, if your needs are too intense, if you are clinging to their text messages, to their phone calls, wondering why, they haven't answered your text message in the first 2 seconds that you sent it. I think this is just a really good time for you to exercise your ability to let go. Underneath that moth spirit is deep inner release, is a spiritual path in and of itself. It is a path of non-resistance, the path of acceptance, the path of surrender. This is it, Taurus. This is the big message in this reading. The path of least resistance. If something is meant for you, this strength card does not indicate that you need to fight for it. It does not indicate that you have to demand attention, that you have to demand respect. I don't get that situation here at all. It's simply that your desire for something and the energy that you're putting into it would be more useful in other areas of your life right now. Now let me get into this 9-card block so you could understand farther. 6 of Swords in reverse, the Strength card again, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Something seems to be not moving your way. Maybe a partner. This King of Pentacles shows up right underneath the 6 of Swords. This partner, this King of Pentacles, which is actually your energy. So you may be this other person. You may be the person that's kind of backing away. Maybe you are involved with somebody who's really like, that I really, really want this. And there's something that you're getting from this sense of control that makes you want to back away from this situation, makes you want to retreat. Now, if you are in a relationship where you want to take it to the next level and you're kind of delivering ultimatums, constantly reminding your partner That now is a time that you want to move things to the next level. Maybe you want to move in together. Maybe you just want more time with this person. See, I'm picking up on this King of Pentacles energy of somebody who's really in their element, focused on their money, focused on their career, focused on their growth. Really focused more on the professional and 3D area of their life. And this may be frustrating the other person who's kind of coming more from a place of desire, more from a place of wanting intimate connection. Maybe there is a distance between you literally. Maybe you are at a distance. Maybe this is a sort of, maybe you're living in different cities or different states, and because of all the travel restrictions, it's hard to see each other. Maybe somebody is just working really hard and working a lot of hours, and the other person is feeling pushed away, feeling like this person is withdrawn from them. That Ace of Cups in reverse indicates that there is a feeling of a lack of love in a situation. Somebody is not fulfilled emotionally. They want more love. And the other person is simply not able to move in that direction right now. Underneath the Strength card and next to the King of Pentacles is the Knight of Cups. And it's really powerful message here in the center row of this cards. We have the Strength card, and then the Knight of Cups, and then the King of Cups. And I think this is all the same person. This King of Pentacles is softening. He's softening into a Knight of Cups, meaning that your strength, your resolve, this person that desires this so much, if they're able to kind of harness that energy to pull themselves back in, to focus on other things and allow this person the space and the room to grow, to come to their own conclusions about this relationship, you will find, and I promise, that this person is softening towards you. I'm seeing you or the other person. It could be vice versa. Remember that I'm reading energy. It's really hard to tell which one you are. Although when I specifically asked, I got Judgment in reverse. So my guess is you are the person that's feeling the distance. Could be the other way. Either way, this Knight of Cups is softening, and I think they want to make an offer to you, Queen of Cups. The thing about the Queen of Cups is that she is not bothered by other people. She is not bothered by their actions, their decisions. Her well-being, like I said, is never subject to the way somebody else feels about them. Also, the Queen of Cups has the ability to receive. She knows and deserves love. And the Queen of Cups is always a card that tells me that if you are not feeling love and affection in a situation, it is possible that you give yourself that gift in the month of September. If you have a partner who's really torn, really focused on work right now and really unable to spend a lot of time or invest a lot of energy into your relationship right now, the Queen of Cups understands. Remember, it is a Queen of Cups. She truly loves. There is a lot of love in this situation. And it would really be a shame to allow irritations, busy work schedules, lack of understanding for other people's goals and objectives to ruin the vibration of such a loving relationship. I feel like you are a real support system to this King of Pentacles. But I also feel as though you are not being appreciated. You are not feeling appreciated at this time. You have to be careful, because where we allow resentments to grow, it's sort of like that cancer that grows within us. It starts small. And the Queen of Cups knows that there is a healthy way to express it. And she also knows there's a healthy way for her to help herself. And if there is any one thing you take from this reading, is the promise that the King of Pentacles is stepping into this Knight of Cups energy. King of Pentacles moves slowly, methodically. This is not a person that is going to rush into something. This is not the person that's going to meet you and next week ask you to marry them and move in together and live happily ever after. Absolutely not. The King of Pentacles is serious about his stability. He is serious about his commitments. And he is not going to offer anything to anyone that seems emotionally unstable at the time. There is a meeting of maturity here. And you two seem to be both in very mature energy. King of Pentacles, very mature in the 3D world. This is somebody that, you know, is secure financially, is very successful, probably owns their own home, has their own belongings, is very efficient and able to take care of themselves and their loved ones. And the Queen of Cups is a softer, more beautiful, feminine energy, although it doesn't have to be a specific gender. But the Queen of Cups is a very soft energy that allows and believes in love. She's reached a mastery. And here's the important message. She loves herself, regardless of how anyone else feels about her. And she knows when her cup needs to be filled, she has the tools to fill it herself. If I could offer any kind of a form of advice, you know, if you're really sitting there and wondering why there's distance between you and another person, simply change your perspective. Do not lose faith, because the Queen of Cups never loses faith in the people that she loves. Instead, you take the time as a blessing. You focus on yourself. If your partner is working long hours at work and you cannot see them, maybe this is a good time to break into that book, make more time for those bubble baths, even get into your workout routine, spend more time doing the things that nurture yourself and nurture your soul, that make you happy in spite of what is missing. And I think the Queen of Cups, as she becomes more stable in herself and in her emotions, you know, it's like one of those things where the Queen of Cups can be really, really happy. And so you send over a text message and you say, I love you and I miss you. And the King of Cups does not reply. And the Queen of Cups watches that phone and says, okay, it's been a minute, it's been 5 minutes, it's been 20 minutes, it's been an hour, it's been 2 hours. Oh my God, this person doesn't even care about me. And what happens in that situation when you start to feel like, oh my God, this person doesn't care about me, is your emotions kind of go through this up and down, ebb and flow. Every one of their reactions can feel like a knife. And it is not intended to do that. But you are ultra sensitive because your cup is empty. And the Strength card is indicative that you are hungry for something. You are hungry and you want more of something. And the Knight of Cups in the center promises that there will be compromise. If you focus on balancing yourself, balancing your emotions, not jumping to conclusions, not focusing on rejection. If you could focus on that more unconditional love and understanding for your partner, as well as having faith that this person is working. They're doing things, and maybe you can't see it. And maybe this King of Pentacles really has nothing to do with focusing on work. Maybe this person is taking a step back to work on their stability, to work on their strengths. When the King of Pentacles offers a Knight of Cups, it is an offer that you could believe in. I think this whole process is in order for you to let go of any lingering trust issues that you have, even from prior relationships. Maybe from old fights or past experiences where you have allowed this sensitivity to really affect you and your love for yourself. This King of Pentacles seems to be really focused on getting the foundation laid. Now, whether that's working on himself, working in his career field, getting his money situation in order, he is preparing the foundation for what both of you are building on. And so it would be really awful if the Queen of Cups were continually attacking the King of Cups because she felt insecure about what he was doing at every moment, when he is simply trying to build the foundation for the life that he wants to offer this Queen of Cups. Underneath the Pentacles is the Six of Pentacles, meaning that this will balance out. The King of Pentacles is gaining enough money, enough abundance to be able to share this with others. He is working on his ability to share his life. Again, these are all kind of these things that we go through when we're in a relationship. We all have our own struggles, our own personal crosses to bear. And when we meet new people and we fall in love, and clearly there is a lot of love here. I know I keep saying that, but all of these cups and all of these pentacles really tells me that this is a strong connection. And it is full of love. And it is stable and it is long lasting. But right now, your expectations may be, a big proposal or a big next level or just a constant need to be assured that this person loves you. But really right now the universe is saying, now is a time for both of you to work on yourselves. Now is a time for these two people to maybe create some distance between them so they could fix the things that are haunting them subconsciously in order to come together. Queen of Cups, you are working on your self-love, your emotional security, your stability, your ability to receive love. If you are somebody that's constantly searching for a sign of rejection, it means that you are not sure of where you are and where you stand, which means there is something within you that needs to be fixed. This person cannot fill a void. This person, they want to offer you this cup, but you have to have the ability to receive it. You have to have the ability to know that you deserve that love. And if there are doubts deep down in your mind, if you are clinging to something because this person's love is what will prove that you are worth it, then you're going to hit a lot of delays and a lot of roadblocks on this path. Remember, the answer is a path of least resistance, meaning there's really no need to argue. There's no need to throw accusations. There's no need to jump to conclusions about this King of Pentacles. All is well. And this Knight of Cups turns into this King of Cups, and you two are a match. You two, with the work you've done on yourselves, come together as a match. Underneath the Queen of Cups is a Judgment card again. And this is a wake-up call, meaning that others are waking up around you. This King of Cups is waking up to the importance of this connection. It is growing, it is moving, it is going to the next level. But it will take longer the more that you really kind of dig your claws in, the more that you need it to happen, the more that you need something to move in a certain direction, less likely it will. But as soon as you could let go, as soon as you could remove that attachment to the outcome that you demand, as soon as you could believe more in the universe and allow the space for this stuff to happen, the quicker it comes in. Now, I did get an extra card that came out with that Judgment card, which is that of the Hermit, and I do believe this is simply an indicator that you are on the right path. You are with the right person. If all of this is making you feel like this King of Pentacles is not interested in you, does not want you, and you should move in a different direction, that is not what this energy is intended to do. This King of Pentacles is very much who you are meant to be with at this time. This relationship is very much something you are meant to go through at this time. And this desire, this small spirit, surrender now, is the journey. It is the next step in your journey. You are on the right path. Nothing is wrong. You are safe. I feel it is important to show you and to tell you, you are safe. I think any form of rejection that you're receiving now is simply in your mind. Got the Wheel of Fortune. And underneath that is the Six of Cups. These are your underlying energies, meaning this relationship is changing. It's turning, it's growing, it's moving in another direction. The space that you give it, the room that you give it, will help to bring you the outcome that you dream of. The Wheel of Fortune comes out under the Moon card of New Moon in Gemini. Communication is key. Super important here. The path of least resistance. And I know myself, I struggle with this so much. There are always things that I want to say and express, and I myself, I have a Cancer moon, so I could be very emotional about things. And sometimes I can over-communicate. But in that, I'm usually not saying the things that I mean to truly say. And the message is a path of least resistance. So if you are sitting here counting a handful of slights that you got from this King of Pentacles, ready to jump into that accusation mode, ready to say, well, on Monday you did this, and on Tuesday you did this, and on Wednesday you did this, this King of Pentacles is simply going to feel attacked. That is not the path of least resistance for the King of Pentacles. This person is distracted. He has a lot of responsibilities. He has a lot of work to do. And you coming at them about not answering text messages or, just simple little things is not what's going to make them want to move towards you. You are the path of least resistance. You have to be the path of least resistance. Now, that doesn't mean that you cannot tell them how you're feeling. I would never advise anybody to allow hurts within a relationship and not talk about them, because that builds that resentment, that builds that cancer. It's a tiny little polyp that turns into a tumor that takes over your entire relationship. So it is important that you say the things. It is important that you express yourself and you express your needs. It is important for you to say to this King of Pentacles, I'm not feeling a lot of love here. I'm starting to feel pushed away. I'm starting to feel rejected. I'm starting to feel a little wounded. It is the way that you open up the communication that is so important. Underneath this new moon in Gemini card is card number 17, the Fates. This is my card of the Serenity Prayer. It is where you allow others to be themselves. You cannot control what another person does, what another person feels, how another person acts. The Serenity Prayer, God grant me, I can never remember this. It's so funny. I actually want to really read you this card because this is a really important message here. I don't often read these because I hate reading on my videos, but I will for you. Fate, karma, acceptance that there are things that cannot change, and knowing what those things are. The Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit, for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. This King of Pentacles can be very stubborn energy. And you may need to say the things that they may not realize what is happening. You know, this King of Pentacles may be so focused on other things at this time. They may not see this the way that you're seeing this at all. And so it's important to bring it to their attention, but I think it's also important to do it gently. And by doing it gently, you realize that no matter what you say to this person, it doesn't mean they're going to change. It doesn't mean that you can control it. It doesn't mean that you go into this conversation with the intention that I need you to be this way. I need you to do these things. And if not, then I need to walk away. This is a path of least resistance. This is not a time for ultimatums. If you are coming at this King of Pentacles with ultimatums, you are sure to lose. Because I think this person's looking for somebody to support and love them, not somebody to boss them around, to tell them more things that they need to do. The King of Pentacles already has so much that he is forced to do, so many things he's forced to perform. There's so many people relying on him. And I think it's much easier. The path of least resistance is that you represent love to this person, not more responsibility. I think that if you soften, that this King of Pentacles will find that you are home to them. You are their peace in a busy, heavy, responsible world. You are their soft spot. You are their path of least resistance. So allowing them to be who they are and loving them for who they are is key right now. It's really important that you change your perspective and not focus on anything that they are not giving you at this time. Queen of Cups always focuses on what is to be grateful for. She is the Queen of Gratitude. If you could change your perspective and see that this person is doing so much, and even though right now all they can offer you is a Knight of Cups, all they can offer you now is, it might be less than what you want and less than what you hope for, but it's growing. His devotion is growing. And it's because of your ability to love and accept the situation for what it is. Your challenge card is that of the Emperor, this Aries, that Mars energy where you need to take control. That's the warning this month, is that you are not in control. You simply need to go with the flow and be in this Queen of Cups mode. Love yourself, focus on yourself, focus on the love in every situation, and have faith that this will come around. Balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. This is also where it comes out, the energy of surrender. Forcing things will not bring you the outcome that you desire. Underneath the balance, spirituality, and practicality is the loyal heart, and you actually got another card that says peace, card number 23, an 8 and a 5, an 8 being infinite. I like this balance between spirituality and practicality, and you have a loyal heart and peace. You may be asked to step into a very spiritual place this month, a very spiritually loving place, where you view things from a different perspective. You don't take these things personally. You're not counting your disappointments. You're focusing on the joy and the happiness and the time that you do have with this King of Pentacles, the attention that he does give you, the offer, what he has to offer now. I think if you can embrace that with open arms and hold this knowing that there is more to come, and it's just simply going to take time to work out. If you can have faith in the universe, faith in your intuition that this is the right thing for you, and patience. And if you can master that art of stating what your needs are without being threatening or demanding, that is a balance between spirituality and practicality. That's the thing, spirituality and practicality. When we're in love with somebody, it doesn't mean that somebody's allowed to treat us like shit and we accept it because, unconditional love. That's not how it works. There's practicality as well. There are needs that you have as well. So I think you need to take a step back from the situation, figure out what it is that you feel you are lacking in this month and provide it for yourself. And have faith that this King of Pentacles is growing into a much softer version. Things will start to ease. He's in a place of pressure right now. And I think he looks to you as this amazing support system. And that's not a bad thing. And it's okay that you have needs, and it's okay to express them. But do not attack. Do not accuse. Remember, love is patient. Love is kind. Love is understanding. And please understand when I tell you that if you are in a toxic relationship with somebody that goes days without texting you, or treats you like crap, or has very little respect, this is not your reading. This is not that situation. If you're dealing with narcissistic behavior or anything like that, I am certainly not advising that you accept it and love them anyways. That is not this reading. This King of Pentacles is a very mature person. They want solid foundations. You can trust them. They are trustworthy. In no way, shape, or form do they give me any essence of kind of being a player or not taking seriously, of cheating. There's nothing like that. And yet that loyal heart, maybe the rejection that you're feeling is making you wonder if maybe they're looking in a different direction. Maybe they're talking to other people, because there's this distance between you. And I think your instincts, this Fates card saying that your past may cause you to assume certain things because maybe that's how it went in the past. Maybe in the past somebody seemed to distance themselves and lose interest, and it ended because they were interested in somebody else. And these are kind of that emotional pressure that you're putting on yourself, when it's not necessarily true. Just because this person is busy and is not showing you as much love as they once did does not automatically mean that their heart is going towards somebody else. This is something in you that has to be healed, this loyal heart. If you want this King of Pentacles to show up as the King of Cups, you have to love yourself. They can only love you as much as you love yourself. So your assignment this month is to do the things that make you love yourself. Anytime you have a thought that you are less than, that this person isn't going to want you, isn't going to need you in their life, you've got to shut that shit down. The path of least resistance. Stay with the thoughts that do not cause pain or harm to you. Focus on the positive. And whatever need you have, this desire, this, if you think of a moth to the flame, like he will kill himself just going after what he wants, what he's attracted to, over and over, almost hurting himself. There is a much easier path for you. Loyal heart and peace. You are on the right path. This is the right person. This is a beautiful love relationship growing. And right now you just have to give the universe time to work out the details with you. Just think of it as you are both in your time of self-mastery, kind of creating and perfecting what you bring to the table for each other. The more work that you do on yourselves in the month of September, the greater the outcome will be in the future. The more you will have to offer, the more they will have to offer. It's a really important time right now to have faith in the universe. All right, this was a really long reading, Taurus, and I'm sorry, but it was a beautiful card. And I honestly, this Knight of Cups jumps out at me, all this white around it. I just get a feeling that there will be a moment in September, or maybe a couple of moments, where this King of Pentacles really does make you feel loved. He really does let you know how he feels. This is that softening moment that I'm getting. So don't forget that you are his path of least resistance. Do not put up walls. Do not be mad. Do not be angry. Do not pout because little things aren't going your way. Because they will. They will. All right, Taurus, I Hope that September is a beautiful month for you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the videos so we can get these out to more people. I really appreciate you listening, and I hope that you have a great month. Lots of love. Bye.